Okay, guys, this is going to be a fun. I shook hands with myself. This is going to be a really good video. This should be a lot of fun, actually. This is from Wrestling Flashback Channel. It's 20 minutes of wrestlers creatively countering moves. There's been a lot of great inventive counters over the years, especially more recent in the more recent history of wrestling. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that'll make for interesting conversation, probably some laughs as well here. So let's get right into it. We'll split this in half, and one last time I'll explain.
Reversals are key in enhancing the
The reason I do that is I watch one of the few things YouTube does well is give us good stats. I watch that to see what seem to be you guys' preferences, and you guys don't seem to want the videos to go much more than like about 20 minutes or so, which is understandable. I prefer that as well when I'm watching YouTube. So by the time I do my commentary and anything, if we did this one all the way through, we'd be at a 40-minute video because I'm long-winded, as you can see. That's cool. That was good. Ooh, that was a nice one too. I like that. I want to see that one again. But when you get two guys who are as tight as Sammy and Kevin are, you're going to get some good shit.
This could be it. It's a chance to
well
see
done.
wrestlers at their most creative. Since there can be countless ways to get out.
What the hell was that?
It's a chance to see wrestlers at their most creative. Since they
I couldn't even tell who that wasn't. Didn't he land right on his freaking head?
It's a chance to...
Is it Rick Steiner on top? Yeah, because that's Scott in the corner. Oh man, they dropped him right on his head, didn't they? Wow. First, the guy doing the move fell on his back. Looked like he might have kept Steiner's head off the mat. I don't know. Ooh, that was ugly though.
Get out of a move.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Spins him around. Wait a minute! Ali countered the RKO! Orton can't believe it!
Wow.
This
That was cool, and that was a cool RKO counter. Don't do that often. That pisses me off. If there's an RKO afoot, I want it to land. Big fan.
video, we're highlighting a selection of talent who we think have some of the best reversals. Today, we list
Nice.
the top 10 wrestlers who counter moves.
Speaking of RKOs, that's one of the greatest ever. And here we go with the Samoa Joe walkaway, right?
Let's throw out special mentions to Samoa Joe, who countered his opponent's offense by simply walking away.
I'm curious. Let's watch a couple of these. And I want to ask you guys, and put it in the comments section, or anything like this too. I wanted to alert you guys, because I'm always asking you guys questions in the videos. I have the link to our Discord in the descriptions. Please, by all means, if you enjoy that type of conversation, pop over to the Discord, because it's easier for us to all have conversation together. I've got obviously our section for wrestling. I've got a section there if you just want to talk about anything else. Just added a section of wrestling predictions, especially with WrestleMania coming up. But I want to know what you guys think of this walkaway. In just a minute, I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
Both men going for missile drop kicks. Joe out of the way. Talked earlier about the power game from Magnus. Getting it from Joe, but Joe able to turn it around. Fires Kaz off, and then his Kaz springs off the middle. I gotta say it. I think that's funny as hell. And I never would have done it. The thing I don't like about it is it makes a lot of good moves look weak or silly when they're used in the future. I mean, come on, anybody could have done this. And it's also, certainly it's pulling back the covers a bit on the business. Not that anybody believes that wrestling is real and they're fighting each other. It's really putting it in your face, taking away kayfabe entirely. You know what I mean? So, while it's a tough one for me because I am actually entertained by it. It's a funny idea. It's not something I don't care how big I was in the business. It's not something I would have done. But I don't mean that as a knock on Samoa Joe, because again, I think it's funny. But I don't like the whole concept. That was cool. I'd seen a still of that one. That was good. The great way to sell
Also shout out Billy Kidman, who was impossible to powerbomb.
Samoa
thanks to his
Joe
incredibly effective
basically walking away, or the walkaway. Oh, and I was asked too. Got asked this a couple times. We've talked about this before. Isn't that a no-sell? Not really. That's an angle. A no-sell is when the move lands and you don't have a reaction to it. You don't sell any pain. That's just an angle, walking away from moves off the top and stuff like that. Kidman was amazing.
What a perfect foil for David Flair. Attempted a power bomb.
Yeah,
Mid-move by Kidman.
Kidman had a lot of inventive stuff in his career.
That's not going to stop Billy Kidman. Amazingly in midair.
Good athleticism.
What a counter. This six-man tag team matchup is
We've seen a number of guys do that since. By my memory, anyway. Yeah, I do think Kidman was the first to do that specific counter. He's the first one I saw do it.
Setting Billy Kidman up. Sworn in by these taunts of Eddie Guerrero because the
Yeah, that is cool.
And Kidman with a great counter there.
And we can't
And
forget
look at
legendary
Eddie.
grappler William
Everything Eddie did was just so great. Look at him selling the shit out of that. I love that guy. I miss Eddie. I know you guys do too.
Regal.
Regal. For any of you who don't know, Regal was a real life badass. Regal can wrestle. Regal can shoot. The only thing
That is an upset. Maybe that just tells us how much they
that was cool.
Into a wrist lock now. Tumbles through, and Regal, great counter maneuver to get out of that.
See, and that's something that those type of counters are something that, like many things in any form of entertainment, are to taste. Some people don't like them because they take so long. You know, it's kind of cumbersome. No, I shouldn't say cumbersome. That's not fair. It's slow moving. It's slow unfolding. And so to some people, it's like, looks like you're not selling something strong. I would disagree. I liked most of these reverses because, oh no, that one was not slow moving. But the more grappling style ones, yeah, they move slow, but I think they're effective. I like watching wrestlers wrestle.
Probably the greatest in-ring performer of all time, the Showstoppers matches were heart-stopping in terms of drama and creative spots.
God damn, that had to hurt. Oh, that's cool. I like. Hey, I like that reversal on the Spirit Squad. Just landed on your feet. That was cool.
He could smoothly transition into a
And the thing of it is, even though that DDT didn't land exactly how we wanted it, it looked so good and happened so fast in real time. Audience don't care.
He could
Great
smoothly
stuff.
transition into a pinning predicament to score a near fall or indeed the victory.
That was a good sell on it too, the smack on the ass. There you go. I love those. Now that's a quick, those are all quick moving with a purpose reversals. I like those.
Shawn's greatest counters came
But of course, again, it's Shawn Michaels. We've said it over and over. There's nothing he didn't do
King
well,
signature
and it's
super kick
true.
out of nowhere.
And Cena, oh no! Looking for the second FU tonight. Look at that! And Michaels, oh, yes! Michaels hit! Right here.
That was awesome. And, you know, on top of everything else, when he wanted to,
From
Michaels
visual to
could
the hellacious sound to the
sell
epic
like
reaction,
nobody
these
else too.
It was like
And
sweet
oversell
music to the ears.
when he wanted to. Right, Hulk? I can watch inventive stuff like, ooh, man. I think that one made it. It might have, again, I've always said, you know, especially when teaching in wrestling school or anything, you always got to remember that speed covers mistakes. That happened so fast I couldn't tell. It looked like it was pretty solid contact to poor Ray's chin, but it happened so fast you can't really tell. And it's so, yeah, got him pretty good. But in fairness, you know when you're going to do a move like that, there's a chance you're getting kicked in the face. It's impossible to be perfect with that. jumping all the way from the other side of the ring.
9. Chris Benoit. Benoit's crippler
Excuse me.
crossface was historically the sole move that could get him the win. This meant he made pretty much everyone he faced tap from it at one point. With such an effective hold in his arsenal, not to mention his incredible technical ability, it's
Benoit
no
was
surprise that
such
the
an
Rabid
athlete.
Wolverine could adapt nearly any move he was in into the crossface.
And again, as we know, we know what Chris Benoit's eventuality was. You guys know how I feel about Chris Benoit as a person. I make no bones about it. But in the ring, he was amazing. And he worked. What I like too is, well, it's true with most of the guys. I mean, he worked his ass off to get where he was, Benoit. That's cool. Oh, that's a good one. Grabbing the crossface right out of Rhino's gore. That's a good. I like that. That was cool. That was really cool. I always liked Rhino. Lock that on the Big Show. Holy crap. Nice. Out of the ankle lock? That was pretty good too. I like that one as well. There are a couple of really slick ones in there.
When we think of a wrestler that can reverse almost any maneuver into his finisher, then look no further than Diamond Dallas Page.
Well, sure.
The Diamond Cutter.
The Diamond Cutter, RKO out of nowhere, so similar. DDP was really inventive. I don't know why. And I genuinely don't know why. When DDP first became big, I mean, and we know it was later in life for him, I was never into him that much. And I can't even tell you why. He just didn't resonate with me at the start. But the more I watched him, the more I got to really enjoy him. And now, of course, what we know about him now, what a good dude he is, and how many wrestlers he's helped.
Since all it took was one counter and bang, the match was over.
That's cool. Conan. That was a cool one. Oh, I like that one. Let's watch that one again. That's inventive. Nice. I like that. And look at the crowd pop. I mean, that tells you everything. When you got the crowd popping like that every time for your finisher, you've just got absolute gold there. You got the captain. Oh, beautiful. He got it. Good sell by the announcers as well. Oh, I never knew he got out of Goldberg's jackhammer and hit one. I like that. Let's see that one again as we go into. Looks like Bret Hart's going to be next. I like that one.
Bret Hart. The Hitman possessed arguably the highest in-ring IQ of any wrestler. With that came a host of creative ways
Quite possibly.
to get out moves.
I got to have so much respect for anybody that went through the Hart dungeon. I've worked with a bunch of guys who had experience in the Hart dungeon, and the stories are freaking legendary and terrifying. It is, I think, almost fitting that Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels didn't get along, considering they were two of the best ever in the ring, at every element of being in the ring. Like I say, kind of knowing the business of wrestling, it almost figures that they didn't like one another. And they each had good reason to not like the other, to be fair. Oh, there it is again.
As we've already seen, a great finisher
That's
can
great
be hit on
stuff.
anyone from anywhere. Bret's version of the shot
And
fits this description because
what I was respected about Bret Hart too, one of the many things I respected about Bret Hart too, was something that was very important to me, was that I've told you guys, nobody ever got injured working me. Yeah, you get hurt all the time, but nobody got injured. And Bret Hart always said that same thing. And to me, that just shows so much respect for the business and for the people you're in there with. That was cool. I think we all remember that one. I could watch Bret Hart and Kurt Hennig wrestle forever. Just let them keep going. And they'd never run out of cool and innovative things to do, I'm positive. Made the catch. Good stuff.
He's going to reverse it. Watch this. He gets to his feet. He's got it.
Number 6.
What a who's who of the greats in wrestling in those Bret Hart clips. He put some reversals on some of the biggest names you'll find.
Who showed us how the end game should always be to end up in a
Just makes me.
move. In AJ's
That
case,
was
he had 2.
that was cool as hell. I like that one.
Number 6, AJ Styles.
Oh,
Styles
AJ's
was
another
who
brilliant
showed us
worker.
how the end game should always be to end up in a finishing move. In AJ's case, he had 2.
That was
Car
really
crusher
cool. I like that
implemented
one.
A rolling technique, meaning it had to be hit from a standing position, therefore making the hold easily adaptable to counter.
That's got such a great look to it too. That looks slick and smooth as hell.
Styles with the calf crusher position.
No. Go through. Calf crusher.
Wow. And the thing is too, is AJ's athleticism. Just watch the speed with which he pulls this reversal on Cena. That's amazing to me. Cat-like. Look at that. Zoom, gone. That's impressive. Unbelievable speed and dexterity. Same thing there on a guy the size of Lesnar.
One might think the rather precise setup for the Styles Clash would render it less effective as a counter, but not when we remember how talented and phenomenal of a wrestler AJ Styles is.
Talented and phenomenal. Well played. Yeah. AJ's another one you never put anything. Wow. Nothing is out of his reach. That was cool. That's phenomenal. I had to say it, sorry. No, that was amazing. What I just love when the wrestlers put that much forethought into telling the story of their match, the physicality of their match, and are that inventive about it like that. Wow.
Went to the Frankensteiner.
No, not a stop match from here.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Perfectly safe. Nice. That is so cool. See, we talked before about, that move being potentially dangerous, but every time you see an AJ apply it, as long as the guy taking the move has his wherewithal, and keeps that head back, and AJ always, every time I've ever seen him do it, gives them plenty of time to get into position. I would take that move without a second thought from him. I would feel totally confident that I'm not going to get hurt unless I'm stupid. And that's always a possibility, me being stupid. Wow, that's a cool one. Wow, I like it.
Number 5.
Boy, he has come up with a bunch of ways to get into that Styles Clash. I didn't realize that. I mean, I've seen some of them, but that's why one of the things I love about doing this with you guys. I just get jacked up watching these guys perform. You know what? And girls perform. This video didn't feature any women, but the women wrestlers today are right up there with them. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan, and these kind of videos really point that out.